everyone. We're back.
How's everybody doing?
I can't see a thing.
Everybody, we are backstage. It's music night. And are you guys ready for the last Midnight Madness of Thon 14? Connect-a-thon 14?
15.
14. 15?
14.
14.
Whatever.
XIV 14.
Okay, fine.
April. So welcome. We will not wear our glasses, I don't think, all the time, but we might. Who knows? So how's everybody doing out there? Everybody ready for some fun music questions? We want to get to know you. We want to know your musical history. You're going to find out our musical history. And we're going to create some bio builders along with it. Some memories. We're going to share memories tonight. This is the last memory of the last Midnight Madness of the Thon. But also, these are memories you could put on your profile. And why is memories so important? It is the word of the hour. Memories, go ahead and type it in as usual, uppercase, lowercase, mixed case, however you want to do it. It is plural, and type it as many times as you want. It's only going to count once. And if I'm supposed to be able to see and read, I got to switch. Whoa, you're dark. Okay, so welcome everybody. How you guys doing in the studio? How you guys doing?
Well,
great.
Feeling like Hollywood Squares.
We're okay.
They're all blurry. These are not my sunglasses.
How are you guys doing out there in chat? You guys doing okay? And who's going to hang in till the very end? This ends in 8 hours. To the very, very end, 8 a.m. And this one, the next 4 hours, and then the next 4 hours are your last chance to win a prize. So that's another reason to type in memories while you're there. And where's Poland? That's true. I love that.
Was Poland always in the middle of Hollywood
That's
Square?
what I was thinking. I don't know, but you might be it.
I don't know if I had the voice for it.
Okay, and Darren, what are the stats?
70,151. Yep. 70,151.
Where does everybody think we're going to land? Any guesses?
Somewhere in the 80,000.
Beyond what I estimated.
Maybe 80,000. I doubt that, but
we're somewhere.
I'll be optimistic.
There you go.
We got.
Finished 102. Congratulations. Oh, stay up all night with us.
Hey, Am's doing some notable stuff today. Cool.
Yeah, and David, doing some notable stuff yourself?
Yeah, I've been doing notables all weekend.
80,000. And what do you guys think? 85. 80,005. And so has Mel been doing some. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get to some of the fun questions. Everybody keep typing in memories. Don't forget to type in memories. If you happen to be new to this is the Midnight Madness, the very last one, where we get a little silly, little jokes going on. We rely on you to provide us answers to the questions as well, because we enjoy seeing what you guys have as memories on music. And why are you typing in memories? If you're new, it's a chance to win a prize at the very end of the show. We will do a drawing. Okay, so let's start real easy. Let's do an easy musical question. What genre do you listen to the most?
Pop.
Christian pop.
I did not expect that from you, Vicky.
Yeah, pop. What did you expect?
Did you say punk?
No,
said
pop.
Oh, I thought you said punk. I was like, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Darren, David?
Rock.
I listen primarily to folk music, old 60s, 70s, Mamas and the Papas.
I listen to like stuff from like the 80s and 90s kind of stuff, you know.
And some classic rock.
Classic rock, yeah. I do listen to some current stuff too that's on a stream called Radio Dead Air. You have some really good songs there. Yeah.
But that's all good. That's a really good question too. Are you guys generally during a thon? Are you listening to music? turn this on, or are you watching TV?
Oh, I had a stream going. I can't have anything
Yeah.
visual in front of me, or I'll get distracted.
I watch
Honestly.
I watch WikiTree.
I have the TV on in the background.
I had pop.
I know the Masters today, so a little bit of golf. A couple of us were watching golf today instead of listening to music.
I follow you on Spotify, Sandy. You were listening to Kid Rock a couple times.
You didn't ask me yet, Sandy.
Yeah,
So
we won't. We won't. If you see those pop up, you know that I'm like in a mood.
Yeah.
For the record, I grew up on alternative metal, but I'll listen to just about anything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was just listening to video game music that was on a YouTube stream because it's
Which video
upbeat
game?
and
Which game?
It was all over. I mean, it was like a synth wave, just a stream of like steady stuff, but they might go from like Zelda to Sonic to, something like Castlevania. Who knows? There might be some 8-bit thrown in. There might be some, other nerdcore thrown in.
And, so Lucas is in the chat and he hooked us into free books on tape. It sounds strange saying this, Lucas, on YouTube. So you can listen to books on YouTube, apparently. So we were talking about that as well. So it looks like a lot of you are listening to music mostly while you thought. Okay. And all genres and golf radio. Okay. So let's move on to a little bit more difficult question. This is going to make you think back. What was the first concert you ever went to? And how did it make you feel?
Oh, I know.
Olivia Newton-John.
Wow.
Okay, didn't expect that one.
Well,
I
there's a
went to-
story behind that.
Oh,
Okay.
So if we're going to talk about memories, this fits
Yeah.
perfectly. We had 2 Japanese students come over for an exchange program, and they stayed with us for 2 weeks. And one of them, my parents stayed in contact, and he came out to visit us, and he took me to the concert.
Oh, where was he from?
Japan.
Japan.
Yep. And he married
I'm so sorry.
he married an Australian lady, and last I heard they had 2 boys, but that was like years ago.
I do like this. You mean other than the terrible school concert performance memories that still haunt me? Love that answer. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I was waiting for Springsteen, AC/DC. We're getting a couple. Interesting. See, we can kind of see your all's musical taste as
You probably
well.
won't be surprised by mine.
Hit me. What is it?
First concert I actually went to was Weird Al Yankovic.
oh.
I went to Weird Al
How did
Yankovic.
we not kick ass that?
It was in
One of the
Nashville,
best
and
concerts
Dad
I've
came
been
with me to it, and we were doing the Amish Paradise thing, and I hit him in the face when I was waving my hands. Sorry, Dad.
I don't know.
What
this
was
one
yours?
The
Sandy, what
Eagles
was
and
yours?
Steve Miller band. That one's pretty cool. That one's very cool. Okay, Darren.
Well, the first one I went to was probably a sort of a Christian-based one, but where I was living, I could hear all the concerts when they were going on.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
So I heard lots of concerts before I went to the first one.
Oh wow, never been to a concert before.
What?
I didn't expect that answer.
I'm spoiled now because I live in Summer Fest land, and we have like an entire 3 weeks of concerts that come to town. So I think I get to see Devo this year.
Well, they're still around.
They're still around. Yeah, Mark Mothersbaugh and everybody.
And this
So
is
that's
like every different dance bands every Thursday and Saturday nights. It's still kind of like a concert though. And I like this, not going with your family, taken with family. So sometimes, your parents want to go see something and you might not want to see it. So that's, I can appreciate that. David, what about you?
So I'll be curious to see how many people remember my first concert was Peaches and Herb.
Oh, my dad used to love them.
That was a long time ago.
My dad really used to love them. He used to play that on I guess it wasn't 8-track. I think it was cassette. Might have been 8-track. Who knows?
It was 8-track.
Vicky, what about you?
Mine was New Kids on the Block.
Oh, so
Go
New
right.
Kids Rock and Flo had Backstreet Boys, so kind of.
I was such a fan, and I was crying the whole concert. I was 12.
Really? Because you were so excited and emotional to be there to see them live, right? That's pretty cool, though. I can appreciate that.
Still crying.
There we go. So see, David, other people remember Peaches and Herb as well. Chris, did you tell me who you saw?
Well, I've never actually been to a concert, but my brother has been to many, many, many concerts. He's more of a music guy than I am. And the first one I think he went to like Fish, like way back in the early 90s, late 80s. He went to like concert with a few friends of his, and he come back with all these posters and stuff and put them all over the walls here, and it was crazy. Get a guitar and start playing music, and he was good. Yeah, still is. He still goes to concerts. He actually went to one like near Charlottesville. I forget who he was playing, but yeah, he's more of a music guy than I am. But when we talk about the other questions, you'll see more of a regular taste in music, I guess. But I just never really been to any concert actually.
We used to take our kid or someone who was younger to, the outdoor amphitheaters when some certain bands came around, just so he can say, "Hey, I saw Leonard Skinner." The problem was it was like the 5th version, of Leonard Skinner, but anywhere near the
Leonard Skinner
or anything like that. So it's but hey, he can say he went. My first concert was Bob Seger. So. Before I can appreciate it, my mom was madly in love with Bob Seger and had to go, and her date canceled. So I was a little kid, and she goes, "I'm not going alone." So you come in with me. So there we go. It's fun getting to see what everybody liked, in a lot of really different genres out there too. But Danita, this just blows me away. Roberta Flack, and as you know, she just passed away. We were talking about some of her songs in our Discord, Project Discord. You could really feel the words when she sang them. They were really, you felt those words. Okay, so the next question is, and this is one that I know the answer to. I guarantee you 98% of you are going to say the same answer to this question. So which song do you pretend to know all the words to, but you really do not? Okay.
All of them!
So go ahead and answer for everybody, okay? Benny and the Jets.
What?
Benny and the Jets.
Benny and the Jets, yeah.
No, I have one better. This little ditty comes from the 1980s. It's from a band called REM. And they sang the song called "It's the End of the World as We Know It."
As we know it.
Mm-hmm.
And check this out. That song was the theme song for my graduating class in 1997. And we had to sing that song for the video yearbook.
Leonard Birdseye.
Yeah, we actually have. I think we have Lenny Bruce on WikiTree somewhere. So that's always good.
Well, that was neither of those were the one I was thinking.
Oh yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that one's really. Somebody said American Pie. That one's a really long one.
Totally know everything about it.
American Pie. Yeah.
Darren, I'm curious.
Darren,
Darren, what about you?
This is one that I witnessed.
Country roads.
I didn't. I actually know.
What's
a group of friends
Yeah.
drinking, and tequila came on. They completely flubbed it. Like tequila, it's like all you got to do is tequila, and like flubbed it.
Oh, come on, Dee. You know all the words to this song. I know you guys do. There's a girl band covering Leonard Skinner called Lynette Skinner. Now I got to go look this up afterwards. This is how I got to do it. Life is a Rock, but the radio rolled me. So, again, what song do you pretend to know the words to, but you really do not know the words at all? Steven.
It is also the one with the most misheard lyrics, Blinded by the Light. Wrapped up like a deuce in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Something.
Okay.
What about Teen Spirit by Nirvana? No one knows the words to that
intentionally
song.
garbled.
Yeah. I agree. Vicky, what about you?
No, like 95% of the songs I listen to.
I know. You know, it's weird because if we had to sing them from scratch, like real musicians, I guess, you know, I couldn't do it. But when I hear it on the radio, I can follow along, right?
Because the earworm gets in there, and then you start.
Yeah.
You know, you can't sing it from scratch, but yeah, if the tune is going.
I mean, Bohemian
Rhapsody is such a popular, forgotten song.
It is. And it's funny because I think my kid was like just starting middle school and they all got into, you know, Queen and the Beatles, and they were all, you know, I got to hear the song. I got to hear the song.
I know what it is. They all know the bridge, but they don't know the lyrics in the beginning, right? Because everybody referenced that latter part of the song and not the first part of the song, right?
Yeah.
But if you sing it for karaoke,
Okay, so Kathy,
what
song?
All of them.
All of them. Okay, David,
I'm not kidding. I will start singing, and I have no idea what the words are, and whatever I feel like it should be, that's what it is.
Well, I've always had a hard time with the alphabet song.
Oh, God.
You would.
Are you sure?
I can hum it, but no. No, I would say anything with foreign lyrics like La Bamba or Feliz Navidad. And I'll sing along, but I just make up the words.
Yeah.
No, see, that's an interesting thing that you bring up because that's the next question. Do you listen to music in a language you do not understand?
Well, then that leads right into this next one.
Okay. You're gonna love this. Okay, a while back, Ancestry.com did a thing with Spotify saying, "Hey, listen to music of your ancestors." So they gave me these Italian pop songs. I looked up the pop songs. They're all about F the government. Like, oh my God.
I don't even get. Oh, this is true. A few French songs, I would agree with that too.
Yeah, a few French songs.
Yeah.
Okay, pop.
Germany project. I have such a fascination for Germany. Well, German bands like Rammstein. And I tried to sing along in German, but sometimes I don't catch up.
And this is interesting.
Yeah.
This is very interesting.
Yeah, Du Hast. Oh, there it is. Roof just said Du Hast.
Yeah, there you go.
And if that starts going, and people just automatically start saying Du Hast mich.
Oh, this is a really good point too. You know, Andreas does do a lot of songs in native language, so that makes sense. Oh,
yeah.
By the way, I do listen to my cousin Pasquale Alerdi's songs. Because he sings obviously in another language, and he's pretty good. So,
who is it?
Pasquale Alerdi.
Oh yeah,
actor.
And this is really cool because we're getting to know you guys. That you listen to a couple different things. that aren't in your language. Thank you, Dee. This is what I was trying to think of. ED Block. That's what I was trying to think
Alexandra's
of.
laughing at me, though.
I know.
What if I throw an Alpine Blast? Does that balance it out a little bit for my German veteran?
What if anyone here listens to anime intros in the original Japanese?
I could sing
There was
Edelweiss.
There was a Japanese song back in like the 50s that was a big top 10 hit.
Yeah.
Do you remember what that was?
Just
I can't.
people just listen to like the anime theme songs, like Pokemon.
That's
that kind of
interesting.
thing.
Is this it? Was that it that Lisa mentioned? I'm not even going to try and pronounce it.
Sukiyaki.
Yaki?
Oh, hey,
Yeah,
hey, Chris, you should listen to Baby Metal. That's like really fast Japanese metal.
Oh, and thank you, Carol. That's right. Linda Ronstadt did an entire album in a different language. Hot
Oh, that's funny. You should mention Linda Ronstadt. Can I make a comment really quick about that?
If it's nice.
My dad's first concert, he remembers seeing Linda Ronstadt back in the 70s in California, wherever he was. Here's the funny part. She had a backup band named the Eagles.
Yes,
they were not their own thing at that point. They were just Linda Ronstadt and the Eagles, and they hadn't released their own music yet.
And she encouraged them to leave.
Right. And now, of course, they have like this giant, finishing tour. Like, I think they're finally done touring after 50 years.
Yep.
Yeah, I just knew her from growing up in California. She was dating our governor.
Ah.
What about Arabic music? It was trendy like in the 2000s.
That's true. It was.
Yeah, I really like that.
I will say that even though it might be songs might be in my own language, if they just go too fast or they have too much of that bass, I can't understand it. I can't figure it out. Okay. So 2 more questions for you guys, and then we'll do the drawing. So make sure to type in memories. If you've already won a prize in the past 6 months or last 4 hours, say, you cannot win again. But if we draw your name and you've won a prize, just let us know, and we will do it again. Redo it again. Okay. So here is a really easy question, but I want you to think about it. Okay. I want you to sit and think about it before you instantly answer. So who's an artist you've loved for years and you will never, ever get tired of? Just one. Just one.
I know the answer.
Okay. Go ahead, Vicky.
Oh, Michael Bolton.
Oh, yeah.
Michael Jackson.
Autoplay. You could just keep playing over and over again. The same album, same song. Yep.
Like 30 years. I just, yeah.
Oh, we gotta go with Michael Jackson.
He hit this. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Kathy?
I'm trying to think because I don't really know. I know a bunch of songs, but I don't always know who the artist is.
Okay. Darren.
Over this crowd.
It'd have to be Queen.
Oh, yeah.
Listening to this?
And I actually got both my kids interested in listening to it, and they actually asked to get the CDs on in the car and put it on YouTube as well.
There it is, Mark. There it is, Mark.
Oh yeah, the Beatles. Yeah.
Oh, there's a go. Ocean City
Marcus
soundtrack. I like that you have a soundtrack. And David.
Well, Queen would be a close second.
Oh,
I have to go with the Doors.
The Doors.
Listen to the Doors
Okay.
all day long.
The Doors. Okay, Chris, you're up.
I said Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. Interesting. Steven, do you have an answer?
That's funny. If you look at Mark's comment, he's right on the same page as me. I'm going to see this band this year. It is Linkin Park because yeah, there it is. Thank you, Mark. We must be about the same age too, which is younger than a lot of the crowd. And yeah, I can never get tired of them in whatever iteration they're in.
So yeah, Darren, do you know all the words to Bohemian Rhapsody?
Well, putting me on the spot, I probably couldn't do it. But yeah, I usually probably get it right most of the time.
Nothing really matters.
And so I guess flows around the same age as well. You got a lot of Linkin Park fans out here.
They are
Who was
world
Linkin Park?
domination.
Yeah,
Okay,
who
never
was
mind, Ann.
Linkin Park?
They've only been around for 25 years.
Has it really been that long? No way. Wow,
Yeah,
I'm feeling
and they're on their
really
8th
old.
album. You know,
I guess you're right. I'm
new
feeling really
singer.
old.
So they got around what happened in 2017. It's working for them.
And I got to say, I like Van Halen better with Sammy than David Lee
Eddie,
Roth.
or,
You got a little too pop.
Wait.
Definitely got a little too pop.
not Freddie Mercury.
Well, that's for
David Lee
I
Roth.
think we got a lot
David
of
Lee
Linkin
Roth
Park.
was the other guy.
Okay. So, Darren, do you do karaoke? Because if you do karaoke, we got to do like a big Roots Tech karaoke for 2026 or something like that, right?
I haven't done karaoke for since before my oldest was born. So that's wild.
Yes, exactly, man. Exactly.
And mind you, the
Those are the lyrics.
karaoke I went to got destroyed in the earthquakes too, in Christchurch earthquakes in 2010. So it's not even, don't even know where to go anymore.
It's true. Spotify and our phones do have the lyrics. Okay. So one more question, and this one is probably the most difficult question. And again, I want you to think about it. So many options. So you're not limited to one. So many options that you can answer. And this has similarities to a question I asked last night for movie night. So what if every song ever made and will be made, but let's just do in the past, from here past, what if every song had to be under 1 minute long? What song would suffer the most?
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
American Pie.
American Pie,
Everything. Everything Prince has ever sung, like ever.
Albuquerque.
So for Come Sail Away, it's like 2 songs in one, right? So you would miss. Wow, you all are coming in fast with this. So American Pie.
Alice's Restaurant.
Freebird. Yes.
That's too long of a song.
That's a good
I
point.
got
Stairway.
another one that I used to listen to all the time. Song 2 by Blur.
November Rain. All of them. MacArthur Park. That's like 2 different songs in one too. Stairway to Heaven. Sam, I need a favor from you, Sam. Sometime before this livecast ends, can you drop your WikiTree ID in the chat for me, so I make sure that you get your prize that you had the other night? Stairway to Heaven. How long is that stairway? Is it a short one? Is it a long one? I really need to know. Iron Butterfly. Hotel California.
That's Inagata DeVito. Yeah.
They say there's a stairway to heaven and a highway to hell.
Yeah.
Gives you an idea of how much traffic they expect each town.
The Meatloaf. I would do anything for. Oh wow, that's a really good answer, Ruth, because that's kind of 2 songs in one too. If you
2 out of 3
ending of that song, the song means something completely different. Oh, Linkin Park's not good driving music.
There are slow ones. There are quiet ones in there, unless you're thinking about the first 2 albums.
I just listened to Kashmir before we came live too. You're right with that. Yeah, that's true. They go on and on and on and on and on.
Meredith, the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Dashboard lights. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Sam. I appreciate it.
Yeah. What's the average length of a Meatloaf song? Isn't it like at least 10 minutes?
At least. I mean, it's a commitment, right? It's definitely a commitment that you go through. And Carol, good point. Almost every classical song, music, instrumental music out there, you're gonna miss. You're definitely gonna miss. Okay, so you guys surprised me with a few, and a little surprised. Everybody was picking mostly rock songs for that answer. Interesting. Okay, so this is the last Midnight Madness. This was the music one, and we got to know you guys a little bit better. But what I would like to do is encourage you guys to go to your profile, or if like Chris mentioned, him and his brother would go to concerts, and go to the memory section of your profile and write what your favorite music was, or if you got a speeding ticket listening to Linkin Park and why, and things like that. And like where Steven is, he's got plethora of concerts coming up, and write about a memory from you went with these friends, maybe include a photo or something like that. Once we're gone, these stories are gone. And you also have an opportunity to document really cool musicians. Some of these are notables that could be also on WikiTree that you could tag and do it that way. So definitely, and I will say that my one brother was a huge musician. He's the only one. You can't see it, but I've got his blue guitar and I got his blue electric guitar in my other studio. He's very huge into music, and I have a very funny musical memory on his profile because it's just a silly thing, but it meant something to me and it meant something to him. So you never know. Your descendants really would like to read about your silly moments in your concerts. What was your first concert? Then they can reminisce about theirs. And as Darren showed, we've got 70,636 profiles created. I guess it's time to get back. And I mean, this is so true. Tell your kids a story from your childhood instead of a bedtime story. They want to hear it. They really want to know more about you. And hopefully, like my kid, I never shared, too much because I didn't want him to be a bad kid.
Hey, Sandy.
Too many speeding tickets.
Sandy, can I take this moment to illustrate what people can do? So I have on my profile a list of musicians that I'm cousins with.
Oh, that's cool.
So like
that's very cool.
Chester from that aforementioned band is actually my 10th cousin 3 times removed. I have Burl Ives as a 6th cousin 5 times removed because I have an Ives line that actually does track out. Yeah. Taylor Swift is my 10th cousin 2 times. Jim Morrison the Doors, my 10th cousin 3 times. Linda Ronstadt is my 11th cousin 2 times. June Carter Cash, 13 and 2. Naomi Judd, 14 and 1. Loretta Lynn, 14 and 1. And Kaylee Rose Amstutz, better known as Chapel Roan, is my 15th cousin 2 times removed.
That's very cool. And that shows some things that you're interested in too. So now I know a little bit more by going to your profile that you like music.
I mean, it's a thing. It's part of it there, yeah.
That is, and I agree with Ruth. That's pretty awesome. Okay, last time.
Everybody can connect just like that.
Type in memories, and let's go ahead and do the drawing. Dolly. Yeah, Dolly. Yeah, Dolly.
Dolly?
We got to mention Dolly. Okay, here we go. I'm going to bring it up last time to type, and good luck to everybody.
Hey, look,
please let me know if you have one already. You get picked. Let's see who's it going to be. Bernadette. Congratulations on winning the prize this hour. Good news. All you got to do is sit back and wait for A1 to contact you. She'll give you all the information on how to find what your prize is, how to get your prize, and send it to you. She will probably contact you middle to end of next week. So it won't be an instant contact. Give her a few days to get in touch with you. Guys, I want to thank everybody in the studio. As you know, they've got to come up with these answers on the fly. I kind of do it this way so we can all feel like we're part of one big family. So thank you guys for participating and having fun. And thank you guys for making Midnight Madness fun for us too. We couldn't do this without you. Some of your answers really crack us up. And I will tell you that after the show's over, we're like, wasn't that so cool that such and such said that or such and such said that? So thank you.
That's really what happens. Yeah.
And thanks, Flo, and thank you to everybody for keeping up with madness. There will be about 3.5 hours, Alesh, 2 more chances to win a prize. See you guys. Thanks, Sam.
Bye.
Bye.